What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be ranking all 14 NFL playoff quarterbacks in order from 14 to 1. So let's get to it. At number 14, guys, we got Dak Prescott. Just kidding, Cowboys fans. I just try to trigger you. He's not the 14th worst quarterback in the playoffs, okay? So the real number 14 is Stank Booty Mason Rudolph. He got 719 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions this year, with a record of 3-0 for the Steelers, but don't trust him. Steelers are getting bounced in the first round, guys. Yeah, I just don't really have too much to say about him. He's literally gotten booed out of the stadium before, and I don't even think the Steelers fans really trust him right now, and I think they know what's going to happen. At number 13 here, guys, we got Footstep Flacco, as people call him. This year he had 1,616 yards, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions with a record of 4-1 as the starter. When I say these records, guys, it's just going to be about when the quarterback started and finished the game, okay? That way we don't give them losses or wins that aren't really theirs. It's a cool story with Joe. I'm rooting for him, even though I want to see C.J. Stroud win also. I think Joe's a cool guy. Been to the bowl before. Super Bowl MVP, Joe Flacco. He just came off the couch this year. I don't really trust it too much. He throws a lot of interceptions to that touchdown ratio, and don't really like that in the playoffs. I think the turnovers will hurt him. But it's a good story, and Joe Flacco, you're sitting here at number 13. Moving on to number 12 is going to be Shake and Bake Baker for the Tampa Bay Bucks with a record of 9-8 this year. He threw for 4,044 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. I mean, that's a good year for Baker, guys. He's got good weapons out there. He's got Godwin, Evans, Rachaad White catching the ball out of the backfield, the rookie Trey Palmer. They've got some decent weapons out there, and I think he's done really well with what he's got. I think the Bucks this year probably we're just kicking the can down the road and we're going to wait for the draft and get their quarterback. He's done really well. I think he's exceeded expectations almost everywhere he's went, except for when he got drafted as a number 1 overall pick. But sorry, Shake. But Baker, I got you sitting here at number 12 on the list. At number 11, we got Tua Tagovailoa. And this year, guys, he had 4,624 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions with a record of 11-6. Good enough for second in the AFC East with the last loss to the Buffalo Bills, guys. Tua, that's why I got you ranked so bad on the list, bro. I don't trust you. You're lefty, which just looks ugly to me. It's an opinion thing, sorry. You got the best weapons in the NFL, bro. You got Devon Achane, you got Raheem Mostert, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Jalen Waddle. Like, what more do you need, bro? And still, you could have locked in a home game last week, not had to have gone to Kansas City and play in the cold where I don't trust your team. And all you had to do was beat the Bills, who never win 5 games in a row. Josh Allen is the most roller coaster of a quarterback, and you couldn't get it done, bro. Just don't trust your Tua, so I got you ranked here at number 11 on the list. Moving on to number 10, we got Jared Goff, 4,575 yards this season, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, with a record of 12-5. 12-5. He played all 17 games when he didn't need to. They got their tight end injured, Sam Laporta, which is a weapon down for Jared Goff. Still have nightmares about him in the Super Bowl against the Patriots a long time ago, guys. And don't trust him. Wouldn't want to draft him if this was a 14-man draft. He's got good weapons, guys, and I think he runs the offense well. I'm not saying that Jared Goff is a trash can, because he's not. But, I mean, he's not a damn diamond neither. So, do I trust him? No. Do I think that he could get beat by Matt Stafford in this first round? Yes. So Jared Goff, you're here at number 10. Moving on to number 9, we got Jordan Love, 4,159 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions with a record of 9-8 this year, guys. I like J Love. I think he's swaggy. I think that boy's cool. I think they got young weapons over there. I think he's going to have a great career. It seems like the Packers have the formula for quarterbacks. Draft a quarterback when, you have your franchise guy, Hall of Fame guy. Let him sit for a few years. Watch the predecessor. I think that's the right word. I don't know if that's the opposite of what I'm trying to say. Turn into a great quarterback. J Love this year, I think he's done great. I think this last end of the season, I think he's really performed good. J Love, I got you ranked here at number 9. I got you ahead of 2 of them. At number 8, we got Jalen Hurts. This year in the air, he has 3,858 yards, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. And I'm also going to include his rushing stats because I think they're significant with this player. So he has 605 rushing yards on the ground and 15 touchdowns with a record of 11-6 as a starter. I believe they were 11-1 at one point, maybe 10-1. So that 11-6 is not great. The end of the season was not good. Their offense all year hasn't really seemed like they have in the past, or I guess last year. Last year, I feel like they moved the ball with ease. Felt like they really took control of games, blew teams out. This year, they've done none of that, guys. I got you ranked pretty pretty low on this list here, Jalen, sitting right here in the middle at number 8. I think that's where you belong. At number 7, we're going to go Brock Purdy, my boy. 4,280 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions with a record of 12-4 for Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. Guys, I don't think he's elite. I hate that conversation because it's really overplayed. I don't think he's elite, just to get it out there. And I really do think he has great weapons. So he's got McCaffrey out the backfield, Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, Jennings. He's got hitters all over the field, boys. So I don't think that I can put him any higher on the list, but I don't want to put him lower because he performs well, guys. He has great numbers. It's only his second year starting. He's the last pick in the draft. No expectations. So I like B Purdy. I like his story, so I got him here at 7. At number 6, we got the rookie C.J. Stroud throwing 4,108 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions with a record of 9-7 as the starter, guys. C.J. Stroud's swaggy, boys. Like, we can't deny it. I'm a Colts fan. I hate that he's in the AFC South with me for probably the next 15 years. That's going to suck as a Colts fan, but hopefully AR can get up on this list next year. C.J. Stroud's a baller, guys. He's the 3rd quarterback in NFL history to lead the league in yards per game and touchdown to interception ratio. The other 2 names on the list, Dan Marino, Tom Brady. So I think as a rookie, you're on a pretty good list already. And CJ, keep balling, bro. It's a cool thing to watch. They took Bryce Young ahead of you, and he looks trash, and you look great. So this is a cool story, man. Keep it up. At number 5, we got Matt Stafford. This year he's thrown 3,965 yards, 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, with a record of 9-7. I think Matt Stafford is an elite quarterback. I think he's going to put the ball in a bucket wherever he needs to put it. He's going to put it there. I watched an interview with Nakua where he says, you just know the ball's going to come in with a perfect spiral every time, and it's the most confident boosting thing as a wide receiver. I like Matt Stafford. I hope that he goes into Detroit and beats them. Sorry, Detroit fans. I don't care about your playoff win or whatever. I think that would be crazy to see, and I would love to see it. So, Matt, I got you ranked here pretty high. Number 5 on the list. At number 4, we got Josh Allen. This year, guys, he's thrown 4,306 yards, 29 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, with 524 yards and another 15 touchdowns on the ground. I believe he led the league in touchdowns. For sure, he led the league in touchdowns. Also has 18 interceptions, guys. He's an absolute roller coaster, but, I mean, out of any quarterback on the list, if someone's going to have their A game, he's the most dangerous. He's the best quarterback on the list when he has his A games. I'm sorry. He has one of the strongest arms in the NFL, if not the strongest. And he's 260 pounds as a quarterback and runs people over and hurdles them also. So I think that boy's crazy. I got you ranked here number 4. At number 3, we got Diggity Dog Dak, and he's thrown this year for 4,516 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions with a record of 12-5. Dak, for a large part of this season, I thought you were going to be the MVP. Sorry to see us slip away. Shout out Lamar, who we're going to see obviously later in this list. Dak, you had a great season. I really don't think there's a better connection right now in the NFL than CD and Dak. He throws it to him. He puts the ball on a line. He puts the ball in a bucket every single throw, guys. He said last year he's not going to throw 10 picks. He threw 9 picks this year. I mean, he did what he said he's going to do. Really got the interceptions down, the turnovers down, and I think you've had a great year, Dak, so I got you ranked here at number 3 on the list. Number 2, I got Lamar Jackson. 3,678 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions with 821 yards and another 5 touchdowns on the ground, guys. I think he's the most dynamic quarterback in the league because of his run pass ability. If you see him in the open field, that boy's going to take your ankles. He's fun to watch. He's one of the most fun players to watch in the league. This Ravens offense, like, I wouldn't say they really have a certified receiver yet. Zay Flowers has looked good as a rookie, guys. I'm not going to say that he's like a certified top 5, top 10 receiver in the league. Probably, maybe not even top 15. Probably not. Maybe I'll do that list next. But I mean, Lamar Jackson just makes everything happen with whatever he has. It doesn't matter. Probably going to be unanimous MVP again. The numbers don't scream it, but the eye test, he just passes the eye test, guys. Sometimes there's things that you can't explain, and he passes the eye test for me. So, Lamar, I got you number 2 here on the list, bro. Shout you out. Number 1, I got Patrick Mahomes. 4,183 yards, 27 touchdowns, 14 picks with a record of 10-6 this year, guys. Not great numbers, I'm not going to lie, but I think hopefully everybody that's watching this video right now would put Mahomes here at number 1. This list just isn't based on this year, guys. Probably should have said that about 10 minutes ago, but we're starting out here. We're getting going with it. So, Mahomes, I got you number 1, bro. I think you're the GOAT. I think Brady will be the GOAT with numbers forever because what he did is absolutely untouchable, I believe. If Mahomes does it, that's just another shout out for that boy. But Patrick, I think you're the best quarterback in the NFL this year. Maybe your offense hasn't looked like the best. Maybe you haven't looked like the best. But you're the best quarterback in the league, and I think we all agree on that. Thanks, guys, for stopping in and watching my ranking of the NFL playoff quarterbacks. I'll see you in the next one.